don't know about you, but I love watching decluttering videos, but I always wonder, what are those products really like? I want to see them used. How do you know for sure that you don't love them? What about all those things that they put in the other pile over there and say, I'm going to try these out more? I've decided to do a different kind of declutter video. Here are the foundations that I currently have. And what I'm going to do is go through all of these one day at a time, and some of them I will love and keep, and some of them I know are trash. If you want to see which ones I end up keeping, make sure that you subscribe, and let's get into this. Hello, and welcome to today's video. So I am going to just jump in. I'm going to be doing a declutter. It's the beginning of the year. It feels like declutters are something that I should be doing far more often. Last year was the year of foundations, and I have learned that new foundations are my greatest weakness because I am forever on the search for the perfect foundation. And as a result, I have more foundation than what I can realistically use. And part of that is because I'm really bad at throwing things away. So I will have a foundation that I absolutely don't like and I will keep it. Or there are foundations that I liked and for some reason I stopped liking them, so then I think maybe I'm gonna like them again. Some foundations that are like the wrong shade and I think maybe I'll mix it with something and make it work, and then I don't. I'm gonna do one a day and do full day wear tests on them until I get through all of them. That will, one, keep me from purchasing any new foundations, two, let me know what I need to get rid of and either give to friends or throw away, and let me know if there's something that I really, really love. I want to give these every possible chance. I spent my money on them. I don't want to just throw them away or, whatever. Giving them away would be great. I don't have a lot of friends that are, well, I don't have a lot of friends, but the ones that I do have don't tend to be very into makeup, and even the ones who are a little bit into makeup don't really wear foundation or aren't the same shade as me. So foundation is really difficult in that way, and it's also one of the things that I think causes me to hold on to it because it's really difficult to give foundation away. So some of the higher end ones, if they don't work for me, I might end up selling them on Poshmark or something, or looking into where I can go and donate stuff. I'm sure that there is a women's shelter somewhere in my city that I can go and donate makeup to. So I'm just gonna start. I'm not doing anything today. I'm in my pajamas. Probably a lot of these videos will start with me in my pajamas because I'm getting ready at the beginning of the day, or the beginning of my day. If you don't know, I do have chronic fatigue syndrome, which means that the beginning of my day varies widely, just depending on what kind of a day that I'm having. I do want to wear them for good amounts of time, so I'll be doing check-ins, and also if it is a situation where I need a nap or something in the middle of the day, I'll just make sure that I sleep on my back so that it doesn't affect my makeup. I'm pretty good at that. So the first foundation, because I don't think that I liked this, I haven't used it in a while, is the L'Oreal Infallible Total Coverage. And this is in shade 301. And I just remember this being very cakey and sitting in my pores. But it's been a while, months since I've used it, so I could be completely wrong. It's supposed to be natural finish, wears up to 24 hours, high coverage, and air light texture. So we will see whether or not it holds up to those claims. And I am also going to, again, because I want to give all of these the best fighting chance, I'm going to try to be consistent with primer, powder, and setting spray. So for my primer, I'm going to be using the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. And this is just, if you're not familiar with this, it's just a really thick pore filling primer. I did already do wash my face and put on moisturizer. And I just use a really light moisturizer in the day. So this is the one that I generally use. This is just a sample size, but this is the Drunk Elephant Protini Polypeptide Cream. Setting sprays may change depending on the product. So I have the Cover FX Dewy Finish Setting Spray and then the Urban Decay All Nighter. So depending on whether it's a matte look or a dewy look, but I know that both of those work really well with my skin and with most products that I use. I'm gonna start generally probably by applying with a brush. This is just a Tarte foundation brush. And then I do also have a wet sponge and a dry sponge, just so that if it needs smoothing out, I'm again gonna do whatever I can to make all of these work. But I'm not doing anything today at all, so it's a good day to do a foundation that I don't remember liking. This does say face and body foundation. Maybe I would like it better if I needed a body foundation. It is very, very thick. Like, it doesn't... I'm just gonna put a little bit of this just right where I have the worst pores. Today's a good day to do a total coverage foundation too, because I've had a little bit of a cold. Not much, just a little bit of one, but my face and nose is all red, so we'll see if it's able to cover up any of that. I'm just gonna go in with my hand and just dot it around. So with super full coverage, generally I just sort of dot it around and then use the brush to spread it out. So it's not giving me quite the coverage that I want, so I'm just trying to build it up. Okay, this is not working. Let's try with a sponge. This one definitely seems to be doing better with the sponge. I can already tell that I am not going to keep this foundation. It's like, it's settling in my pores. It is so thick and you need so much of it to actually cover anything. So something that I've definitely learned in terms of high coverage foundations, at least for me, is that when they are thinner and have more pigment and just spread really far, they tend to give you a nice thin layer. In this case, it's just, I don't know, it's already creasing on my chin. It's hard to make it look even. It's settling into every single teeny tiny crease that I have. Let me turn this off. I'm actually going to turn my ring light off completely and zoom you in and see if you can see. Like, I don't know how well this is gonna pick up on camera, but like down here and like, let's get up real close and personal. Okay, like it's all like in my pores, and in these lights, like on camera, I don't know if it's gonna look as bad as it looks in person, but like it's not, like there's lines here, it's not covering up my redness. You can still see like my little moles coming through. It didn't cover up down here. It's just not a good foundation. So that being said, let's see how it wears. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my makeup, and then I will come back, we'll do a check-in, and then I will go about my day.
Perfect.
Here is the final makeup look. I think that when you have a base that you don't like, nothing else feels like it looks great either. So I went for something that for me is very subtle. I'll just kind of go through what I used real quick. I used the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie Francation palette for my eyes. My eyeliner is the Makeup Geek Full Spectrum in Nude, just in the waterline. I didn't do a wing or anything. I used the Butter London Power Up Mascara, which I love the formula of this mascara for coating my lashes, but the wand is so huge. So that's a thing. For concealer, I just used Shape Tape. My blush highlighter is the Ofra Madison Miller combo. It's this trio. If you haven't seen this, this is actually a really, like if you like pinky shades, this is actually really cute. I think that's still available on the Ofra website. For my contour, my contour is the Natasha Denona Bronze and Glow. I also used the gold highlighter that's in here. This highlighter that's in here is way too dark for my skin ever. So it's this shade here. But the bronzer is a great contour shade. So I use this for my inner corner is the point that I'm getting at. Lipstick, I used the Too Faced Melted Matte. This is in Sugar Cookie. This was from their Christmas pack last year, so sorry. If you like this shade, let me know. I'll see if I have a dupe for it in my collection. The Dewy Finish Setting Spray by Cover FX. I don't know that it can help at all. You get up close, like it looks like I put powder on it and then it broke it apart, except I didn't even use powder. I put powder underneath my eyes after I put on my concealer, but that was it. And I actually didn't put as much time into my makeup because I hated my base, which is something that I've definitely noticed in general. Like if I don't like my foundation, the rest of my makeup, I just don't tend to want to put as much effort into. Oh, eyebrows. I forgot eyebrows. Eyebrows is the Benefit Give Me Brow in 4.0. So, I'm going to try to get a natural light. I will try. It's winter, so it is overcast and rainy and gross right now. We're going to call check-in time noon, and I will be back in a few hours to see whether or not this magically turned into something that I don't hate. Okay, sorry this is such a negative video. I love the other things that are on my face. I tried to pair it with products that I know I really, really like. This foundation is making me very sad. And I remembered not liking this foundation. I don't know why I even kept it in the first place when I knew that I didn't like it. It's so like thick and gross. Like there's nothing so far that I can think of that would be redeeming enough about it for me to want to mix it with something else. So yeah, so I'll try to get a picture outside or in natural light, and I may also try to see whether or not there's flashback in case you decided that you wanted to try this foundation. I don't know why you would. Okay, so this is natural light. Now, the biggest issue is that I'm doing this with my phone and it's almost like as a filter on it. So it's like smoothing out. I wish this actually looked this good in person. So I'm going to see, doing weird things to lighting, but I want to see if I can actually show you what, so there you can, like how this is like settled in and it's kind of patchy and weird. It's already rubbed off of my chin completely, which is ridiculous because it's been like a couple of minutes. Like it's been the time that it took me to walk from the back room where I film to my living room. And it's like settled in to all of these creases. It just, like it actually looks better on here than what it looks in person. It does in general look better in natural lighting than it does in the film lights, which is also very weird, but also good if you want this for, you know, living in real life. Okay, so now let's try flash. Okay, so there doesn't really seem to be any flashbacks. So if you do like this foundation, and everybody is different, and maybe this foundation works amazing for you, but so far I hate it. See you in a few hours to see if that changes. Okay, so I lost track of time. It's been probably about 4 hours. You can see it's completely gone where I was wearing my glasses. It's gone on my chin, and it's still not looking great. It's like dry and oddly also broken apart right here. I have a mirror behind my phone. But yeah, it's just not good. It's like, it's nice. There positives, it doesn't oxidize, which is always great when a foundation doesn't oxidize. The color is actually a pretty good match, but the formula is just so bad. It's also pretty much gone from my top lip. And like, you can see that I still have most of my lipstick on. Like, I ate, but I didn't eat something super messy. Like, I just had some pasta salad, and it wasn't even an oily pasta salad. So yeah, still not loving this foundation, but I will check in one more time at the end of the night before I wash my face, and we'll see what's left on my face. All right, see you then. Okay, so I am starting to get a migraine. It's been 8 hours since I did my makeup, so almost a full day's wear test. I was getting ready to go wash my face so that I could take some medication and lay down, and I realized I still needed to do a final check-in. Yeah, I have not learned to love this foundation in the last 4.5-ish hours since I did my last check-in. It's almost like broken apart all up here, which again, like, I have like normal to dry skin, so not at all oily right now. It's literally like completely gone right here where my glasses were. Has been since the last check-in. It's gone from like portions of my nose. Like, it's all like spotty here on my nose where it's broken apart. It's been gone from my top lip. It's gone from my chin. So not only has it not been great from the beginning, but it's not even not great for a very long time. So 24 hours, no. Full coverage, not really. No, I had to build it up a lot just to get what I did. I don't like this foundation. I hate that I'm starting this off on like such a negative note, but I just don't like it. And it was $6.50. I'm not even going to try to pass this along. As much as I don't like it, I don't want to ask somebody else not to like it. Again, if you like any of the foundations that I don't like, or vice versa, everybody's skin is different. I'm sure that there are people out there who love this foundation, but again, for $6.50, it's just not worth it for me to give it to someone else to try to struggle with, or to try to find somebody who is the same complexion as me. And it's just not worth it. So I will keep a bad bin and a good bin and go over all of them at the end of this, as far as like what I'm getting rid of and what I'm not, what I'm giving away versus what I'm throwing away. All of the kind of normal declutter stuff will be in the wrap-up video. But this foundation is a hard pass for me. So, yep, that's the beginning of this. I am gonna get this off of my face and take some medication and go to sleep. If you're interested to see the other foundations and see how the rest of this process goes, if you like declutter videos, make sure that you subscribe, give this a thumbs up. And if you have any foundation recommendations, let me know in the description box down below, because I am always on the hunt for the perfect foundation. I think that next I'm probably going to do one of my favorite foundations, which obviously I know that I'm probably going to keep, but I haven't worn it in quite a while. I have a backup bottle, and I need to finish up my previous one. I think I'm going to start a project pan, and this seems like a good time to do that. So yeah, that will be coming hopefully in the next couple of days. I'm going to try to film these back to back. Getting a migraine is not boding well for that. Hopefully my medication kicks in if I go lay down soon and I don't wake up with a migraine tomorrow. But that is it for this video. Sorry it wasn't a more positive one, but I hope that you learned something and that if you bought this foundation, it worked better for you than it did for me. I hope that you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are. Bye.